Hello, our today's topic of discussion that is opening of bank account in any bank, that may be the commercial bank, maybe the private bank, or maybe the public banks, that is the government banks. Procedure is same in all the banks. More or less the formalities may be the same, but the method of presentation or form may be the different. Now I am starting the discussion about the first is the application in prescribed forms. To open a bank account, we must be first thing, that means we have to go to the bank, and there is a one party individual, that is the X or Y. They can also apply it for opening a bank account. Any organization, that means in the name of firm, in the name of company, or in the name of partnership concern, they are also applied for opening a bank account. So for this purpose there is some specific format or prescribed form. What is the prescribed form? Prescribed form, it is in a printed form. It is not a handwritten form, it is a printed form, and the various things are mentioned over here. Second thing, it is available free of cost into the branch or any bank account. So there are various type of prescribed form for the opening or taking the loan account, for the opening saving account or recurring deposit account or fixed deposit account, or applying for the debit cards and the credit cards. They are having the different types of fixed format of the accounts. So that is the prescribed format. What are the informations are given over here? In this format, normally the name of applicant, address of applicant, what is the occupation of the applicant, specimen signatures of the applicant. These are the common information is find out in every prescribed format of the bank account, either any private bank or any commercial banks. So another steps, that is to after fulfill the our information in the prescribed form, there is another step, that is the introduction of applicant. Introduction of applicant. Suppose as a Mr. X is introducing in a bank or particular companies is introducing, he want to become the customer of the bank. So there is an introduction of applicant. For the opening an account with the banks, there is a relationship is established between the one bank and as well as a customer. So the banks, that means State Bank of India or Mr. X or Mr. Y or the company. Now bank is already having the old customers, that is the old customers. Bank is already having the existing customers there and the new customer. So relationship is developed between the bank and as well as Mr. X. Now in this situation, bank is worried about what is the financial strength of the our new customer, what is the honesty of the new customer. For this there is a risk is involved because the bank don't know about the new customers. So he want is reference from the old customer. The old customer, that means the existing customer of the bank. And in this form we have to give the information of the reference of existing customer, that existing customers know the new customer from last 5 years, 6 years or 10 years or 7 months or 8 months. So that on the recommendation of existing customers, a new customer can become a account holder in the bank. For this purpose, the old customers or existing customer must provide the name, account number and signature. What is the main purpose? The main purpose to avoid the fraud, avoiding of the fraud by the new customer. So the banks generate the two information, that is the financial standability, what is the financial strength of new customer, and what is the honesty of the new customer. In case of any fraud, in case of any mishappenings, the old customer may be responsible or they may ask the question from the old customer. So that is the introduction of applicant into the bank account. Another thing in this introduction of this, that is the important thing, that bank want to take always a new customer or the old customer on the basis of the information generated from there. So opening the bank account, the one point that is also very much important, everyone knows about this, and nowadays it is very important for the every customer to deposit the KYC. So what is the KYC? KYC, it is an know your customers. Full form of KYC, that is the know your customers. In this know your customers, the two types of proofs are required to be deposited by the customer into the bank. First one is the proof of identity. In the proof of identity, PAN card or Aadhaar card or voter ID card or passport or these type of documents may be required, any one of them. And as far as the address proof of the any new customers, the ration card, that is the address proof, utility bill, that means electricity bill or gas bill or CUGL bills, that is the utility bill, Aadhaar card, that is also may be considered as an Aadhaar proof, driving license or voter ID card, they may be also considered as an Aadhaar related or address related proof. So for the opening the bank account, the bank one wants any one of the identity under the column of proof of identity or under the column of address proof. If you are having either one proof in this category and another proof in this category, then you are able to fulfill your KYC. For the opening the bank account by the individual, in case of the saving bank account, the requirement is the same. So any one of that, the PAN card, Aadhaar card or ration card or utility card, any individual who is the resident of the India or resident of the country, he can apply for the opening a saving bank account into the bank. Now we are coming to the opening a banks for the partnership form. This is the section for the partnership form. Suppose now we are moving towards the business and the partnership concern, it is an also important form of the business nowadays. So what are the requirements for this? First is the partnership deed is required. Another is the PAN card of the firm. PAN card of the firm, that means PAN card in the name of firm. For example, X and Y are the partner and their name of the firm is XY Goods Company. So the PAN card in the name of XY Good Company is required, not in the name of X, not in the name of Y. Another thing, that is the address of proof of firm. So my firm is exist in UP or my firm is exist in MP or my firm is exist in Maharashtra. So what is the address proof? Address proof of the firm is required at the time of opening the any bank account by the firm. Next thing, partnership registration number. All the partnership firms are registered under the Partnership Act 1938. So that means the partnership registration certificate must be required and must be submitted to the banker. GST registration, nowadays the GST registration is one of the most important document which is required by the bank for the businessman. So GST registration certificate must be deposited by the businessman or the partnership firm to the company. Trademark, agar the partnership firm is having the trademark, then trademark registration certificate may be required by the banker. SEBI registration certificate, suppose it deals with the financial instruments, that means buying and selling of the shares and debentures. So the registered authorized person, you are the authorized person to operate in the stock exchange or the share market, then SEBI registration certificate must be deposited to the bank to open a account in the name of your firm. In the next section, we are discussing about the companies. What are the requirements of the companies to open a bank account? First thing, for the companies may be the private or publics, but most focus nowadays it is on the public companies. So the public companies operates very well in India and they are having the maximum scope of expansion also there. For this, first thing, which document is required, that is the resolution of board of directors. The board of directors pass a resolution in the board meeting to open a bank account of a particular bank and particular branch. So that resolution is required by the company to open a bank account. Second thing is memorandum of association and article of association. These are the two basic documents in which the joint stock companies or the companies gives the information about the rules and regulations of the companies, what is the objective of the companies, what is the capital, what is the registration, how many are the initial members, so what are the internal bylaws or external bylaws, that is defined in memorandum of association and article of association. Another thing, that is the certificate of incorporation. Certificate of incorporation is necessary for the joint stock companies to open a bank account. GST registration number is also required for the companies to open a bank account. Trademark registration, that is also required for opening a bank account. So this is in case of the companies. Now this part is for the clubs and society, and the clubs and cooperative society required to submit the following document. First is the certificate of registration. So what is the certificate of registration of any cooperative society, and what is the certificate of registration of any club? It is registered. So what is the certificate registration? Copy of this must be submitted to the banker. Another thing, the cooperative societies and the clubs, they are managed by the committee. So what is the resolution of passed by the management committee? That means we are going to open a bank account in this branch of the particular bank. So resolution of the management committee is also required to pass the to open a bank account. Another thing is the bylaws, that means rules and regulation of any cooperative society, rules and regulations of any clubs, so they are also required to deposit with the bank. So certificate registration हो गया, resolution of managing committees हो गया, and bylaws, this is required for the clubs and as well as cooperative society. So whether it is in a bank account, of any partnership firm, whether it is a bank account of any individual concern or the company or the clubs or members, there must be some authorized person, and these authorized persons are authorized to operate the bank accounts. For this, they must be having some specified specimen signature card. In this specimen signature card, in case of individual can sign in this specimen signature card. Partnership में partners can put the signatures over here. In case of the board of directors or in case of the companies, the board of director or authorized representative may also put the signatures over here. In case of clubs and cooperative societies, the management committee members, they can also put the signatures over here. What is the proof? So that means that these persons are authorized by the businessman, either in a form of sole trader, either in a form of partnership concern, or in the form of companies, or in a form of cooperative societies and as well as clubs. So their person's name must be right in a specific specimen signature card, their photographs and the signature. Minimum 2 signatures are required, so that what is the main purpose? To avoid any kind of frauds and to identify the customers. Whenever the check or any order is given by the customer to the bank, their signature must be matched with the specimen signature card. For this, on the basis of this, the bank can make the payment. So specimen signature card is one of the very important thing while opening any bank account. This may be signed by the one signature holder, it may be the joint bank account, or it may be the either, or it may be the survivor. Any one person can withdraw the money, or the signature of both the persons are required. That is specified in specimen signature card. What is the purpose of putting the photographs over here? To avoid the fraud and identify the customer. That means this customer is present or physical existence is there when there is any business or the financial transaction with the bank. So the photographs must be identified when a particular customer is visited to the particular bank. Another thing, when these formalities, all the formalities are completed, then they have to deposit the initial deposit with the banks. So what is the meaning of initial deposits? So initial deposit, that means the minimum amount to be paid into the bank along with the application money. So initial deposit, that means the minimum amount to be paid. And minimum amount, suppose you are opening the saving bank account in the different banks the amount minimum balance or minimum amount is the different. As far as the government concerns or the State Bank of India or Punjab National Bank, the minimum amount required to open a saving bank account, that is the 1000 rupees. But in case of private sector banks, for example HDFC, ICICI and Axis Bank and Bandhan Bank also, they are having the different types of saving bank account. The minimum amount to be deposited, that is maybe the 5000 and maybe the 10,000. So when a businessman want to open any bank account, and he must be open the current account. In the normal situations, in the present scenario, the minimum balance to open the current account is 10,000 rupees. But the few banks, they can also provide the benefit to the new startup bank businessman. So they gives permission to put the minimum 5,000 rupees to operate the current account. When all the formalities are completed, then customers, on the basis of customers presentation and on the basis of customers application forms, an amount deposited into the bank account, and bank officers are satisfied with the opening norms of the banks, then he accept all the things and gives an information about the account open. So when he gives the information about the account open, they allot the account number and issue the passbook and the checkbook, and sometimes debit card is also given to the customers. So these is the normal formalities is required for the opening of any bank account into the any commercial banks.